Good evening. How's everybody tonight? Um, got Roy Cathey on the show. Great singer. Everybody knows Roy Cathey. You have to know Roy Cathey. Well, he's got his band just the fifth just released their new EP, and I dig it. I dig it. He's got a lot going on, and to have another band coming out is just not coming out. Still going with this band and then another project, this project, that project, doing this, doing that. Dude, I don't know how he has time. And I don't know how he has time to sit here and chat with me, but there he is. So I'm going to welcome him in. And Mr. Roy Cathey, how you doing?
The man that it is I, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that has 17 jobs.
I was gonna say the man, the myth, the legend, but I figured I'd let you take care of that.
I appreciate the flattering introduction there, my friend. I appreciate that very
I
much.
could have kept going on and on and on and mentioned this and that, but then we'd have no time to talk. So I'm like,
There
forget it.
there are a lot of projects, a lot of pots on the stove for me.
Dude,
Yeah,
and it seems that way with a lot of musicians right now.
true.
They got a lot of bands going on. They got a lot of projects going on. And I get reached out to a lot. And hey, check this out. Hey, check
True.
that out. And people don't realize you guys got to work.
Yeah,
You do have full-time jobs, but
yes,
you have a lot of different avenues for different expressions.
yes, exactly, and that's a great way to put it. And plus, times are hard for us rock musicians. You got to have multiple projects going on, So it's like, but no, man, it's always good to work and collaborate with different writers and different people and stuff like that. So it's been great working with so many great people over the last year and a half, 2 years.
Hey, that's Billy D. Napoli says, yo.
Yo, Billy D, Wild America, another
Yes.
great band out there.
Yes.
Doing the damn thing.
Dude, they got some new music coming out that's going to be hot.
Right. Good,
just
good,
like
good, good.
the fifth. New music, it's hot.
Thank
I
you,
mean,
sir.
I dig it. So what's been happening in the last 2 years? The last 2 years have been tough on everybody. How you been holding up? Well, we know you've been writing new music for
Yeah, well,
God knows.
I mean, like with everybody, I mean, when I got to do the Cold Sweat reunion in 2020 on the Monsters of Rock cruise, when we got off the boat, like the world stopped,
Right.
and there were a lot of different projects going on, a lot of things that just came to a grinding halt, and it hampered things. And it finally, over the last, it took a while for us to get together and do the last little bit of pre-production, get into the studio whenever everybody felt safe to go in, track this thing, and get it out. We kind of had a sense of urgency because we hadn't released any new material in a while, and kind of wanted to capture that lightning in the bottle and shoot something out there and test the waters. And it's been great because you know what we've got cooking. So
Right. Now, the last album, if I'm correct, okay, you remastered it, but it came out in like 2009. Is that right? Because
yeah, well, Confessions of Man came out
right,
around 2009.
right,
A few years went by, and then it was picked up by a label, Exodus
right,
Stratagem, around here. They remastered it, remixed it. They put that out. I don't think that was about 3 years ago. About
right.
3 years ago,
I was gonna say about 18 that came.
true.
Yep.
That's
Right.
around there, and after that, we wanted to do that to kind of get everybody, reminded, because Confessions
Right.
of Man was only digitally released. It
Right.
wasn't like released to the masses. So there's
Right.
still some songs. There's still a lot of people that think that the record had legs. We put it out there, but the whole time we were wanting to use it as a vehicle to get the new EP out,
Right.
to get the harness the energy of the new lineup and the guys and just the chemistry that we have, which is off the charts. So
Right. Because you can't go 2009, then 2021 and go, oh, here we go. Nobody, you have to put something out, you know,
yes, yes,
to say, oh, wait a minute, these guys are still around, and
correct.
then that. you don't have to worry about this other one getting legs. You've already started the train rolling with this one.
Right,
Boom,
right,
you're going.
right. Well, I mean, it's been a tough struggle from time to time with any band and with any group of musicians, holding them together, keeping the project going, keeping it moving forward. There's always that obstacle in the road. But man, I'm just so glad that everything is paying off with our recent signing with RFK, which is super
RFK.
exciting. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, at this new record sounds better. I
Hmm.
mean, it sounds way better. I mean, it's got more. I don't like the term polished because it's not really polished. It's still raw, but it's got bigger sound.
It's interesting that you say that it was recorded in a different type of way. It was recorded with almost like the old school Van Halen big sound kind of thing, four guys bashing it out live, which is basically how we did it. Um,
Nice.
but also stylistically, with the players that are in the band, we made a concerted effort to kind of go a little bit back towards my roots, and Justin, the guitar player, who is a bit younger than me, but he grew up studying those six string slingers of the
Mhm.
80s. So we kind of went out of our way to kind of go back to that kind of sound, and the fans really dug it, because we've been playing more festivals that were more you know late 80s, early 90s melodic rock festivals that knew me from the Cold Sweat days. And
Right.
to be able to kind of follow that sound seemed logical, and it turned out to be the smart thing to do, and very organic in a lot of ways. So.
Right. And I was going to say, it's got a little more. Okay, the other albums have had little melodic moments, not a lot. This one doesn't have a lot, but it's got a little more, and it's just like you grew on this one. I mean, it just you took it to the next level.
Well, thank you so much.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's hard for me to. I say this all the time. It's hard for me to dig new music but lately it's been real easy to dig new music because it seems like everybody's getting on the same page and going, we're not putting out junk. We're going to put out something well thought out. And the fifth album is thought out. It's not junk at
well,
all by any stretch.
well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am very, very proud of it, because it was challenging circumstances to get this thing written, to get it recorded, to do it during COVID, to get it out. It was really tough. I mean, the official kind of release of it was like July 4th, because we got to open for Foreigner out at Fort Bragg
Right,
here
you
in
did.
Fayetteville, and about 17,000 people. So we kind of that was it was out right before everything really started to open back up. It was starting to open back up. But man, I mean, so far so good, especially with the video. Once the video came out, it kind of started to take some legs. So
Right,
we were excited of the way that turned out as well.
right. So tell me about that. Open it for Foreigner. The fifth, not a very well known band, open it for Foreigner. 17,000 people standing there. We know crowds,
Yeah.
but the other guys in the band might not be so used to 17,000 people. How did
Well,
it go? I
well,
mean,
look, man, I've got to say, uh, my guys are rock stars. I mean, they're total pros. They're rock stars. I'll go on that stage, anywhere in the world with these guys,
oh, yeah.
and we knocked it out of the park. And we've been very fortunate to work with Fort Bragg and the MWR out there, and we've done several shows. We were supposed to open for Three Doors Down a couple of years back, but the entire thing got rained out, which was a huge disappointment. But
Damn.
we got to do this 400 date, and we've done Fort Bragg fairs and Oktoberfest. But it was really exciting because, to get to play to that many people when things have been shut down for so long, you know what I
Right?
mean? it was like, holy cow, I mean, it was amazing to go out there. We got a great reception. And we did a hell of a job on merch, sold a ton of stuff, and the crowd loved us. And it was a great experience. It was super cool, super cool.
Nice.
And the guys did great, amazing.
And I remember seeing that. It's like, wow, Fort Bragg. And I wanted to run up. I don't know what happened, but for some reason I couldn't get there. I would have loved to have been there.
Oh man, it was great. Kelly Hansen, oh my God, still just kidding, man. Oh my God, what a singer. What a fucking singer, man. Woo.
I saw him 3 years ago, open for a White Snake open. It was up in Simpsonville, South Carolina.
I think I saw that tour.
Dude, Hansen is just, I mean, what's he drinking? Because he's just fantastic. Owned it.
Incredible. Every time I've seen him, he has been spectacular. Mm-hmm. And he's one of the best, and he's been flying under the radar, even though he was in Foreigner. He's been in Foreigner longer than Mick Jones was in Foreigner. Was it Mick Jones? No, Lou Graham. He was in Foreigner longer than Lou Graham,
I mean, and he's just he's fantastic.
He's amazing. He is.
I tell everybody to go see Foreigner. They're like, oh, it's a tribute band. I'm like, but still, go see him. I mean, Jesus Christ, you'll go see a Bon Jovi tribute band in a bar, but you won't go see Foreigner. Give me a freaking break. I mean, whatever. Don't get me started on this shit.
Don't get me started.
I mean, support music. I don't care how you do it. I mean, tribute bands are still loaded with musicians that are also putting out original music, and it's kind of a driver. They gotta make money to do other stuff. So I kind of see the point in it, but it's just.
Well, Mike, coming from the voice of being a musical whore, I've lent my voice out to several projects. Some things I'm not so proud of.
Well, let's get into them then, okay? No, I'm kidding. So
that's another episode. That's another episode.
2001, the Fifth is born. What's going on with you at the time that makes you say, okay, I want to start a band? Because we all know the 80s music was dying. It was a horrible decade. What made you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to start this band that's got an 80s sound and kind of heavy 90s sound. I'm going to mix the two. Boom.
Well, actually, it was kind of out of necessity in a lot of ways. I had just recently moved from Atlanta back to North Carolina after my father passed away. And, as I was struggling to make that transition, because I lived in Los Angeles for five and a half years during the cold sweat years. I lived in Atlanta for 5.5 years. And then when my father passed away, moving back to North Carolina, it made sense, settle down and making that transition from big city life to moving back to North Carolina. I always, not having music in my life, I was always a singer, always, an artistic person. So I kind of put the band together for fun to make a little bit of some money, because I was, always hustling. I had two new kids. I just had my first daughter, Tara. My son Dylan would follow. So I put it together as like for shits and giggles, and it just kind of grew into what it did. We started writing music, and before you know it, old Jed's a millionaire. So, or actually, Roy's in the bankruptcy, but
right.
But man,
either or.
But man, B-Rock, for me, music is a way for me to express my emotions. It's a way for me to get my thoughts out there, get my emotions out there. The first CD, Plead, totally read between the lines. I was going through a divorce. I put all that into the lyrics people that knew. It was very strange. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and then I also write from a different angle of like just trying to write it like a movie soundtrack, like you walk into a scene and what music is playing if there's a bar fight going on. So music for me has always been a way for me to be creative, put my thoughts down to paper, put lyrics, melodies, all that stuff, and put it out there in some way. So putting a band together has always been something that I've been in since I was like 15, and that's what made me do it. And it's been crazy. And once it's in your blood, you can't get it out.
You can't get it out.
You can't. You really can't. I mean,
us as fans, we can't get it out of our blood. I mean, you guys can't. There's no way you can get it out of your blood. That's why I don't understand these guys that, just stop. I'm done. How?
Yeah.
How can you turn that? It would be like me, when I quit drinking. Yeah, I quit drinking, and for a year, I couldn't listen to rock music just because I was afraid it was gonna, I associate rock music.
That association,
with partying,
right.
But I missed it. It was like and so I came back and all's good. But some of these guys could just like DeGarmo from Queensrÿche could just flip a switch and go, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Or this guy, you hear so many. Vito Bratta just doesn't want to do music no more.
What a mystery, Chris DeGarmo. That's always just kind of puzzled me how he just flipped that switch off. But I don't know. I mean, for me, I was very fortunate enough to have the full support of my parents. My dad managed my band. I mean, my college education went on buying a PA for us to tour up and down the East Coast. He drove the truck. I mean, we were a family business. So
nice.
I was as close to a show business baby.
What a face for a business, though. Oh God, I mean. I mean that nicely. I know.
It was an interesting childhood. There's a book coming.
Oh, all right. Get the credit card ready.
Yeah, there is a book coming.
And then a book signing tour?
Man, whatever. If I can get a publishing advance, that's what I'm looking for.
Hell yeah. Go on the Monsters of Rock cruise with your book. Mark Weiss did it. He had his book, is signing it, $100 a pop.
I've got some stories.
I'm sure of it. I mean, everybody does. I have stories that I really wasn't in anything. It was just behind the scenes of a lot of stuff, and the things you see and the stories you got. Everybody's got stories. A lot of people don't want to talk about them, but
yeah. But so. It's always been an interesting ride.
Right. And you don't want to get off. I mean, you want to continue this for as long as you possibly can.
Right.
There's no switch. I know there's no switch with you because you have projects going on. So it's like you just got so much to get out there. You're getting it out there with 1, 2, 3, and and it seems like you mentioned the writing process when you were kind of dark with the first one, but I was going to say, the writing process seems different for each.
Yes, everyone. It's been different. You work with different people, but this has been a very natural process. Working with Justin, Jake, and Gary. This has been just like that kind of feeling of coming home. It's a pleasure to work with them. It's a lot of fun, and this has breathed new life into it for me. Yep. But we're writing, since we got hooked up with Ron Keel and RFK Media, we are starting the writing process for the new CD. We're going to do a full length CD for Ron, and we're really, really excited about this whole opportunity to be able to work with him and the team that he's put together. And we're excited about the songs that we've started on already, and some of the people that we're going to be bringing in to possibly collaborate with us.
Nice.
Yes, we're going to be working with some
I'm peaked.
huh?
I'm peaked.
Yeah,
Right?
I've got, we've got some commitments from I can say from some multi-platinum uh
Ooh,
guitarist for a multi-platinum artist.
nice.
Gonna
Nice.
collaborate on some stuff.
Okay,
And
so if I was to ask you a question, who would you most love to collaborate with? I'm not allowed. I'm trying here, you know.
who would
Maybe
I
I
like
could.
to collaborate with? That's a
Yeah,
good question.
right.
No, actually, it's gonna be a lot of fun writing this next record,
Oh,
uh,
I'm sure.
because I don't want to say that the stakes are high, but they are. We're the first signee for the label. Uh, for Ron and his team to put that much faith into us,
Right.
we've really got to we gotta go to bat on this. We have got to train, like Rocky did in Rocky Four against Drago. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
I mean,
saying.
we've got to really bring our A game, and we plan on it. Because
That's so hard for you. I mean, really, it's so hard. Listening to this CD, and then the fact that you mentioned it felt like home with these guys.
thank
There's
you,
a really,
Michelle.
really killer song on the CD called "Home."
Yes,
I
yes.
love it, man. It's great. Your vocals are just, and the whole music, the whole production of it,
Man,
absolutely, I love it.
it is. I have not been in a band where everybody can do background vocals since Cold Sweat, but
Mm.
the fifth right now. I mean, those guys. We're throwing down 3-part harmonies live.
Right.
When they do those ahs on that chorus on Home, that's Gary and Justin and Jake. They throw that shit down live.
Wow.
So it's great to be working with super talented people. And with that song in particular, when Justin brought it to me, dude, it screamed power ballad.
Right.
I mean,
Easy.
it's a power ballad, and instead of running away from it, I embraced it, and I tried to write it like one of those songs that we all know and that we all love and that the people still love.
Right.
So
Gets a little hairs on the back of your neck. Gets a little watery in the eye. You're like,
I
it's
rewrote that
touching.
thing 2 or 3 different times because I knew. I mean, because when he brought the music to me, B Rock. I mean, it was the demo. What we play on that track, the demo is the exact same arrangement. There was no
Uh,
changing of it at all. So what Justin brought
uh,
was basically a completed song demo, and it was so freaking perfect. I knew that it had to be to that level because he does a
right.
guitar solo on that thing that
Oh my God.
he hits 3 notes like he does like a shanker thing, and he holds that last one, and it's fucking art, man. I mean,
It
it's beautiful.
is.
It's a beautiful song. It's
It
beautiful.
really is. It really is. I at least once a week I gotta hear it.
Well, thank you, sir.
I got a playlist, and there's certain songs on there that I have to hear at least once a week, and that's on there.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
I love it.
Oh, on a side note, I thank you for sharing the pictures of you and your lovely wife on your recent voyage on the Moss to the
Yeah,
Rock cruise.
yeah, dude, I love that fucking thing.
I know,
I
man.
absolutely love. I missed 2020 because we took the daughter on a Sweet 16 cruise.
Hmm.
And so I didn't think I was going to have the money. I wanted to keep have enough money for her so that we didn't shortchange her at all. And it was like Cold Sweat on 2020, see them or be good to the daughter. And believe me, I
Yeah,
still to this day think I made the wrong decision. You know,
man, it was a great experience. I know why you guys love the cruise, and
right.
and the entire thing is super cool. And for the first time for me to be able to do it, to do the 30-year reunion with those guys, and get treated the way that we did, it was super cool, very cool.
Right. We're hoping. I know there's a lot of people hoping for them to get back. I mean, you guys made a great impression. That band is great, and your vocals are still astounding. And
Thank you, sir.
I got the opportunity to watch Roy one day. I I worked for BLE, so he was putting on a
BLE.
show, and I got a chance to go to rehearsal. And, you like to go to rehearsals. You like to see the band raw, and watching you warm up. And I'm going to tell you, not a drinker before, not a drinker during. You're getting on stage, and I'm almost positive you don't drink before you get on stage. I did not see you. And I look for these things because, some people think they have to get loaded and be on stage. No, Roy does not. Roy works that. I've seen guys just jump on stage and they don't give a shit. Roy works that voice, gets that voice to where it's supposed to be, and it gets in a different zone, and bam, he's there. And,
I have been doing this for a very long time, and I have my routines and my techniques that I have kind of perfected through the years to take care of my voice. And no, I don't drink. Do not smoke cigarettes. Never been like a heavy drug user.
Right.
I've always been like tried to be that singer's singer.
Right.
You know what I mean? I always wanted to be that guy that at that really high level. So coming from a sports background, I played football all through like growing up and up into high school and stuff until the rock and roll bug bit me. I approach it in a very competitive way, in the way of like, hey, I'm going to train for this. I'm going to try and take care of myself and be the best that I can. And perfect example, today's the 24th. A month from now, we go on a 9-date tour. The 5th does 9 shows, 9 days, over 2,200 miles. And you don't think Roy's going to train to get ready for that tour?
You'll be trained. I think I got the graphic right here. This one.
Yeah, that's the one. I mean, so that's back to back shows, and as you can see, we're touring with some cool dudes in a band called Offensive, and so this is great for us. We're excited about it, but this is definitely a singer's nightmare.
Right. I mean, you got so many shows compacted into 9 days, 10 days. It's like, bam.
Yeah.
Do it. And, there's no time to be, give the voice a rest. So you've got to be.
I came from a background of singing in cover bands. So I grew up singing 3 1-hour sets a night, sometimes 4 1-hour sets a night. So I kind of learned how to condition myself, how to pace yourself, and how not to sing, all that kind of stuff. Right. So I'm hoping, that I'll get through the tour. I know that I'll get through the tour. That's not going to be a problem. It's just I do have to know how to pace yourself. You got to hold back certain nights. You got to be a pro. You just got to know how to get through the tour. But what sucks for me, and here's where we're going to get serious. What always sucks for me is everybody's like, oh yeah, the singer. Oh yeah, the singer. It fucking sucks for us. Because while everybody else is drinking and smoking, and they're like yelling and talking, and after the show and everything, Roy is like in a hoodie with like a scarf around his neck, looking like a fucking nerd, drinking tea and not talking to nobody. And everybody's like, oh God, he's a fucking asshole. No, it's like
you're taking care of that. It's like a cool down period.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it sucks being the singer sometimes, because it's like the band could be so fucking on point, but if the singer comes out there and he stinks up the joint, what are they going to say? Oh, the band sucked.
Right.
Oh,
and
they suck.
A guitarist can miss a note. I cannot do a fill right on the drums, and just wing it. And I missed. Crap, I missed it. Break a stick. I can't play the snare for
Right.
two bars. Okay, nobody notices that, but you hiccup one little time. Oh, he fucked up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get that. You
It's,
know,
and it's tough being the singer. I mean, hell, I went to band practice last weekend and I messed up a lyric and my girlfriend's giving me a hard time. You missed that lyric there.
what?
Oh, damn, Connie.
Connie, what
It
the hell? I
pulled me
know
up on
she's
it.
in there, and I'm like, oh
She's
my
in there.
God,
I know she's watching. I know
how
she's
can
laughing.
you be like, dude? You're supposed to be supportive and say,
She
honey,
is. She's awesome.
I know she is a
She keeps me
doll.
straight. She keeps me straight. But
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough tour. We're really looking forward to it though, because as you know, shit's been closed down.
Right.
We were supposed to go down and do some shows in Florida and kind of get something routed down that way, and COVID kind of screwed that all up. She says, "I'm sorry."
We're
Okay,
just joking. We love
I'm
you.
kidding, honey. We love you, baby. But it's something that we have to do. We need to do. We've got to get out there and promote this EP. It's going to be great for the band to get out there and do this because we're going to be on that bus, for 9 days. That's going to give us time to write some riffs, do some band bonding. And it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of miles.
It's a total band. What I'm getting is it's a total band writing.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Justin, our guitarist, he comes with the riffs and stuff, and I'm sure the boys passing the time because we've got a couple of long drives on this one. We'll riff around and come up with some stuff. I'm excited to get back out there. It's been a long time since I've done a tour such as this. So, you're putting a salty old dog out there.
Right. Hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Hi, Brad. Brad Lee's in here. He's being
Mr. Lee.
He's being it's showing Facebook user because he didn't put his name in here. So he's in here incognito. But I caught him because I'm on Facebook too. So I can catch people when they do this incognito thing and then they talk. So I'll call them out, But I guess these auto captions are really over here on Facebook, or I'm gonna have to watch this later and see what an auto caption. Auto caption,
Correct Connie to horny.
horny. That's why I love this shit.
She makes me horny, that's for sure.
All right, there's a different subject. Right. Moving on.
Family show.
No, this is nowhere near a family show, dude. You know better than that. We've no. So, I love the fact, and you can totally feel it in the album that you guys get in the studio and jam. I think the best music is when the guys, you're not sending your part from there. Yeah, you do that. But when they get in the studio and just jam, boom, that is magic. And, certain things come from that. That live, I'm feeling it at this moment.
Right.
Instead of sending you a file and you saying, well, and then him go, man, maybe I'm not. So that by the time you get done with it, that feeling is gone. Right. You get in that studio, you just sit down and say, okay, let's let it all hang out. Bam. And you get that, and you get that feeling, and that, that the fifth album has that feeling.
I mean, the biggest thing when we were doing the tracking and working with engineer producer Andy Powell was to make sure to capture that live feeling, because we are a live band.
Exactly.
And we didn't overlayer stuff. We didn't go crazy with anything. We wanted it to be stripped down. We wanted it to be raw. We wanted it to be like a live Phish show. We've always tried to capture that. We've never been able to really fully capture it. I think this is the closest that we've come to it. But it's just, I got to give credit where credit's due, man. It's great working with just, man, that chemistry that comes
Right.
working with the right people. And Justin is just such a phenomenal guitar player that can go from so many different styles effortlessly. I mean, the guy can go from playing the blues to shredder to, to anything you want, country, I mean, it's amazing. But we're just scratching the surface of what we're going to do writing wise, and getting the chance to work with some other people on this upcoming CD is going to add some new flavor to it, and also, hopefully bring some new eyes and ears
So is
to.
the new CD going to be these 6 songs added and
Absolutely
maybe?
not. We are we
Okay,
are
good.
we are
Fresh.
we are putting out a new full length, at least 10, 12
Good.
song uh,
Cool.
release on RFK Media.
Yep.
And we're really looking forward to it.
Good.
Ron's not putting a timetable on us. He would of course like for us to get it out this year,
Yep.
but this thing has just kind of started. We just
Mhm.
made the announcement last month, and Ron's fantastic. I mean, I'm looking so
That's
forward
good, dude.
to work with him and learn from him. He's a classy guy. He's got a great reputation, and I really want to sit underneath the learning tree, and
Right.
and kind of
Oh,
pick up some pointers from Mr. Keel. But once again, super flattered to be approached to be the first signee of the label, and
that's awesome. That's
we've
awesome,
got
brother.
some heavyweight promotion in Jody Best. She's worked with like Tesla, Queen, Def Leppard, doing the promotion for the label. So you know, we're feeling pretty confident that this was a good upward move
Right.
for us. So
Exactly.
we're gonna be busy. Roy,
Good.
busy boy.
Busy Roy. Hey, that's the way you like it, dude. I mean, from what I noticed, is there ever any time to sit on the couch and watch Netflix?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do try and structure my life to where I do have some chill
Good.
time. There's not
Good.
enough. There's
There
never enough
never is.
because I work a full time gig. I got a rental property. I've got 2 kids, not kids. One's 19, one's 21, but I'm still active in their lives. I'm like
Right.
the cool dad. She's in
Right.
Wilmington in college. My son's picking up the HVAC industry like his dad.
Right.
So I'm real connected with my kid. I got an awesome girlfriend. I'm in multiple projects. You know that.
Right.
But it's there's never enough time, and
No.
I find that as you get older in life, and you're kind of you're able to kind of look in the rear view mirror a little bit more. You kind of try and really value every moment that you have in the now.
Absolutely.
So that's why I really, I enjoy every little moment.
Right.
So I really, don't want to be corny, but you do have to kind of appreciate it as you go.
You
You
do.
really
You
do.
do. You're gonna. You don't want to. Don't overwork yourself that you don't enjoy life. And you have to.
Yeah, and
Don't
I've been
work.
very blessed to find a balance between being able to have a real career and an artistic career,
Mhm.
and be able to balance those two worlds. But it's a tough balance sometimes. I'm fortunate that I get the opportunities that I get, but there are times where I'm like, oh hell, because sometimes you got to turn the switch off for one, and then you got to move to another, and
You
then
do.
you turn the switch off to another, then you got to go to another, and then you're like, oh well, shit, I got to finish writing that book. So okay, well let's try and get into that frame of mind and kind of get a paragraph or two down. So
Yep.
it's I
That little hamster's having a workout up there.
drive my girl crazy. I know I do.
Oh, I'm sure
I,
of it.
Jesus Christ, man.
But why? I know you and I know her, and
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
you guys do find the balance to where you have time for each other, and
Yes, yes,
that's a
yes.
main thing there. I mean, you
And
gotta
behind every good man is a good woman, and
absolutely.
she really keeps me balanced and grounded. It's been crazy, especially it's like right when me and her started dating and getting serious, there's been just a lot of opportunities for me in my career and everything. So the whole time that we're trying to get this thing going, I'm getting pulled in like 50 different directions. I'm starting a new job, so it's been a ride, man. But yeah, she's awesome. So
She's a
she cool. I know
good
she's watching,
support.
smiling. Hi, honey.
She's great support.
Yes,
There she is.
fantastic. But
Yes,
yeah, buddy, there she is. Oh,
she is. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to get
no,
out
man.
there?
I'm really excited about what we got going on with RFK Media. Please, we've got a new website that we've just got put up. It is www.thefifthmusic.com.
I was there today, and it is awesome looking.
And we got to thank our brothers and sponsors at Kraken Skulls. Chad has done a great job of helping us in so many facets of the band. So we've got that. We've got our Facebook, but man, we've got the tour coming up. We've got cool things on the horizon. So I just feel like I'm very fortunate, very blessed, and things are just while while I'm here, man, I'm just gonna fucking go. You know what I mean?
Embrace it.
It's gonna be
Embrace
fun.
it.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's not going to be the only tour dates. You got a whole
Oh
year. I'm
no.
almost positive there's other things coming up.
Well,
which-
how many, the things that I've got going on.
Uh-huh.
I've still got that Boston tribute band that, I'll do a show from time to time. So
Yep.
it's like, I'll have all these things going on. Then they'll call me and go, "Hey, we want to fly out to California, do a couple shows." And, I'm like, "Oh shit, I got to learn all those Boston songs again." So
RC brought that up earlier. He's like, how's the Boston thing going on? But I wanted to focus on the fifth today.
well, I appreciate that. The Boston thing, like I said, I'll get a call every once in a while.
Right.
It's like one of those things where it's like you're some type of reserved universal soldier kind of guy.
Right.
We need you to come in.
Call it
Whatever
right.
it costs, we need you to come in.
Right. Hey.
But they play such nice casinos, and
right.
they fly me in, they fly me out. The accommodations are always top notch, and it's hard to sing. It's really hard to sing.
Oh, I'm sure.
So there's all kinds of preparations I got to do for that, but it's still fun. It keeps my chops up, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Singing that, and you got it.
Thanks, RC. I appreciate you, buddy.
RC, one of the biggest music supporters out there.
Oh, he's
my God.
I think he's the king of the scene. I think it goes without saying. In my humble opinion, I think RC is the king of the scene. He's everybody. He's got nothing but love and positivity for everybody.
Exactly.
He's always promoting bands.
Always.
He's always positive rock and roll vibes. So I think RC is the king of the scene. Period. That's
the Godfather.
The Godfather.
The Godfather. Who's that? That's Brad.
Yeah, that had to be Brad, the mystery man.
That's Brad.
The mystery. I understand Mr. Lee has some things coming up, so I'm excited.
Yes, he does.
Whatever he has going on.
We can't talk about that.
No, we can't talk.
We could talk about things after, like I think March 4th. We'll talk about.
Hear you, buddy.
Things will start going through the summer, and just stay tuned. All media outlets, Bradley Entertainment, Blessed, the Fifth. Just stay tuned to everything. Don't let your guard down, because this is the fucking year, baby.
This is it. 2022. It's good. It's good to feel it coming on again. It feels good. Feels good.
It really is. Everything's getting lifted. Everything's starting to calm down. People are starting to get used to just dealing with things.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's just go back and be ourselves again. I mean, I can't
Yes.
wait.
Me too, buddy.
Get all
Me
this
too.
over with. Just get out there and hang.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a song to exit us, and I'm going to say goodbye and play a song to exit us. And I have two queued up. I have, what do I have? Shake Little Sister and Calm Before the Storm. I don't know if I'm allowed to play Calm Before the Storm.
Of course you can.
That is I love the song. I was going to do Home, but I figured, we'll do Calm Before the Storm because the tour is named Calm Before the Storm. So, and everybody's heard Shake Little Sister, so we don't need to do that one.
Okay.
So we exit with Calm Before the Storm, and we'll say goodbye and
sounds good.
Let everybody hear that, a new tune off that. Hit their Spotify's, buy original. I mean, you buy that, you can listen to Spotify all you want at work and in the car, whatever, whatnot.
Yes.
But buy the physical CD to support the band.
Absolutely.
While you're there, get a t-shirt.
Absolutely. The physical product and the t-shirt is the lifeblood for the independent artist right now. So
exactly.
Absolutely. But support them any way that you can.
Right. Any way that you can. Talk about them, share their stuff on, even if you can't buy, share it on social media. Share it. Talk about them. Do like we did in the 80s. Talk. Get your buddy, then they can go find them and just share.
Yeah.
Do the RC thing.
Yes.
Share. Learn from RC. He does it right.
Be more like RC.
Be like RC.
Be like RC.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking about the Fifth.
As always, my pleasure, my friend. Great to see you.
Anytime you want to come back on, anytime you've got anything going on, you want to come on, just come on in. Just hit me up. Say, I want to come on tonight. I'll stop what I'm doing and do it.
Oh, well, man, I appreciate it, man. Much love to you and your beautiful wife. And you guys.
Thank you. Much love to you and Connie.
Hi, yes, Connie. Sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on as always, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Take care.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
All right. Like promised, I'm going to give you a song. It's called, where'd it go? It's called Calm Before the Storm, the Fifth. It's off their EP called The Fifth. Check out the song. And like I said, go buy the CD. It is really good. I really dig it. And I know you will too. Brand new music. Don't say rock is dead. I don't want to hear anybody tell me rock is dead. I hate fucking hearing that because I find so much new good music. Boom, it's out there. Just check it out. So here, the Fifth, Calm Before the Storm. I will see you on the flip side. Take care. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Roy. Pleasure as always. Check out this song. Later.
the lies of greed, the envy. And I know that things are never gonna be the same. Yeah. And I know our paths are never gonna cross. Hey, yeah. From the fire down below to the heavens in the sky.